Let me know your thoughts. Do you think she's just lost or purposely ignoring reality? Because this video says a lot about where modern thinking is heading. Alright, let's talk about this girl.
So what are your standards exactly? You said energetic connection.
Well, it has to be the connection first and foremost, 100%. I feel like without that, nothing else matters, because you could put like the most conventionally attractive person in front of me, millionaire, and if I don't feel it with someone, I'm not gonna pursue that. However, other non-negotiables outside of that are going to be wealth and status are important to me.
Sure.
100%. I would say someone who is masculine and dominant, but also can balance and temper that, and isn't an extreme, complete macho thing happening. I would say someone who has depth to them, someone who is maybe has at least some like spirituality. I don't want anything, again, too extreme, but that has to have depth to them, intelligent, great sense of humor. Definitely more conservative for sure. Has to like guns. I like guns. And also someone who stands up for what they believe in. I won't specifically say the word, but didn't get the injection.
We get it.
Yeah.
Because what I just saw is beyond delusion. It's like she built her own fantasy world.
Well, can I ask a follow-up here? I'm just curious about, because of this motivation of essentially just not really having much attraction to men and things like this, let's assume for a second that you kind of did meet Mr. Perfect, who fit all of the quality criteria that you have, right? The qualities and criteria.
Mm-hmm.
The physical aspect of a relationship for men is extremely important. Do you think that he would think that there's a good possibility that even if you married him and this and that there would be trouble in that department because of this kind of like asexuality which you have, I guess?
Sure, yeah, they totally could. I mean, I would debate you on the social awkwardness. I don't feel that I'm a socially awkward person. I understand you're just trying to find the right word for it, and it's not an easy thing.
Well, in this department, it would be socially awkward, right?
Sure,
like, for instance, men who you would ordinarily be attracted to who approach you,
mm-hmm.
that's going to be a socially awkward situation, right? Because you're like, well, I just don't have attraction for any men. I'm not kidding. It's not you, really. It's just I just really don't find many men attractive. That's got to be socially awkward, right?
No, I hear you. I feel like I don't straight up say that. I would just say like I'm not interested. I keep it pretty low key. But I mean, yeah, of course it's uncomfortable to reject someone, but I don't feel that I'm awkward about it. I think I have a pretty good way of doing things that aren't that way.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, thanks for answering my questions. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Did you finish all your standards?
Did I? I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have?
Pretty long list. It was a pretty long one.
Yeah, that was a lot. Obviously, physically.
And now she's shocked that reality doesn't play by her rules. And the funniest part? Other girls are not even taking her seriously anymore. They're literally laughing at her morals and expectations. Let's break this down logically. See, here's the thing, having standards is fine, but when your expectations are disconnected from effort, that's not confidence anymore, that's denial. She's expecting a king while refusing to even act like a queen. You can't call yourself high value while disrespecting what actually makes someone valuable.
I'm very white. Obviously, I like tan skin. Definitely on the taller side for sure. Kind of classic answer there. I would say like naturally good looking, kind of like the rugged good looks. I like someone in their 40s, preferably a little older than me. I would say like 7 to 12, 13 years older than me. Oh, sorry. Wait, hold on. 7. I'm 34. I am 34. I would like to date someone who's like between 40, 45.
Wait a second. Somebody's telling me that you have an OnlyFans account. Is that correct?
No, that is not correct. I do not.
That is not correct.
That is not correct. I'm very anti-OF. I do not have an OnlyFans account. But nice try,
Okay.
everyone, whoever said that. Nice try.
Yeah. No, I'm not making any allegation. I'm just saying that this is being stated, so I wanted to clarify.
Well, I mean, that's because, to be fair, a lot of girls who have OnlyFans will claim that they're a virgin to direct, the audience to their OnlyFans.
So you don't have an OnlyFans.
I
Okay.
do not
so
have OnlyFans. Thank you.
you want to date a guy who's between 40 and 45.
Preferably, yes.
Okay. So you wouldn't. Now, just to be clear, how stringent are these? Because you're 34, you wouldn't date a 37-year-old?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's fair. I just prefer, I like a little bit older. Just
Okay.
a little bit older.
And you said that height, so how tall are you?
I am 5'2".
What you said you.
How tall would I?
Yes.
5'10" to like 6'3".
It's like Build a Bear.
Yeah, just building boyfriends.
Now, you also said that, I don't know if you specifically said money. Did you say money and status is very important to you?
I said wealth and status.
Wealth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When we're talking about wealth, what are we talking about here?
Millions.
And the reason other girls are laughing is simple: they've seen how the real world works. They know men aren't falling for fantasy anymore. Everyone's tired of pretending. They're laughing not because they hate her, but because they recognize their past self in her. We all had that phase of thinking we deserve everything without offering anything real.
Okay, so let's break it down like this. So you said would you date somebody between the age of 35 and 45?
Yes.
Okay.
35.
So this is, I'm assuming here that this person is not retired yet? Mm-hmm. They're still working?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. What's their yearly income?
Oh man, I don't know.
Millions.
Yeah, millions, Brian. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not like.
Well,
I don't know.
hold on, but I mean, you're very selective. You have very high standards. So I think you do know.
I mean, when I said millions, I thought that was kind of.
Well, his net worth is millions, or he's making millions of dollars a year?
Oh, that's a fair question. I mean, preferably making millions of dollars a year.
Okay.
And now I'd like to point out, Brian, did you notice that inside of these preferences, she never actually mentioned the man's body count?
Yeah, I'm happy to clear that up. I actually don't want to. I wouldn't want to be with a virgin personally. Just not my preference. I think one of us has to know what we're doing, and I would kind of prefer that
Well, so going back to the money, though,
yes, Brian.
what is the bare minimum that a guy would have to earn a year to date you?
Oh wow, I haven't thought about that, to be honest.
Reality always wins. No matter how confident your illusion is, truth always shows up, silently, but powerfully. If you build your worth on fantasy, you'll attract people who live in fantasy. But if you build your worth on truth, you'll attract people who live in truth. And that's the difference between delusion and self-awareness.
Well, I mean, you have thought about it. You said wealthy.
Right, wealthy, but I haven't quantified it in terms of a number.
Well, do it right now.
Okay.
Do it right now.
Alrighty. I don't know.
6 figures, 7 figures.
Yeah, 7. You know what? Let's just say 7 figures, because I'm not gonna say like 200 million. I don't know. I'm just gonna say 7 figures.
Okay, so should we say bare minimum $1 million a year?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Bare minimum.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you said status is important too. Mm-hmm. So what does that mean?
That to me means someone who is successful, maybe someone who is well known in their fields. Someone who's well known probably, who has connections, and that to me is status. Maybe like a little fame. I don't know. Nothing too crazy, but.
Okay.
I have a question for her.
Yes, I thought it was an important point to bring back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm almost done with my inquiry.
Thank you. No, I was just wondering, do you want children and a family? And also, do you feel that you have an expiration date or year to accomplish that, if that is one of your goals?
That's a good question. So I actually am untraditional in the sense that I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. I would do a long-term relationship, committed long-term relationship, but I don't want to be legally married to anyone.
And you don't want kids.
And I don't want kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's often stated on this podcast and many others where men investigate the various dating phenomena between men and women, that women seem to not care very much about the body count of men, and men seem to care very much about the body count of women. They view it very differently. But aren't you making kind of the greatest case for that in the world, that here you are with a 0 body count, and your statement is, I don't give a shit about the body count of the man. In fact, I would prefer that he had some bodies under his belt so he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I do think a lot of the time when you're a virgin, people would assume that you would also want to be with another virgin. I think that's a fair assumption to make. But yeah, personally, I don't want to be.
Well, that's not really my assumption. My assumption is that if you're a man who's a virgin, you'd prefer a virgin. And if you're a man who wasn't a virgin, you'd prefer a virgin. But that if you're a female who's a virgin, you don't really fucking care. It's not
Right.
an important aspect to women whether or not men are virgins or not. That would be kind of my position on that.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with that. I think I've kind of learned that from watching, even like podcasts like this. I feel like that does resonate with me. That does make sense. I feel like that is true for me as well. So yeah, for sure.
Killer
Well,
of
I don't
Cereal
understand why would that
donated
be pertinent.
$200. So if the guy is only 5 feet 11 inches and is only 100,000 air, and is an assistant to the CEO but not the CEO himself, he wouldn't butter your biscuit? What would you bring to the man's life?
Oh man.
Your quick response,
My quick
please.
response would be, I can't say unless I'm able to infer connection there. I'm not sure. Not necessarily true. And what do I bring to a man's life? I would say like low body count, decent looking, take care of myself, unproblematic. Not a
Let me know your
violent girl,
thoughts.
great
Do you think
personality,
she's
easy to
just
get along
lost or
with,
purposely ignoring reality?
great friends and
Because this video says a lot about where modern thinking is heading.
Girl, no body count.